Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Well, as you can see from my video title, I am discussing borderline personality disorder um, just a little bit more because I've had a few people ask me about this disorder and really showing some concern that they may have a child or a family member or somebody that is close to them in their life who is displaying some of these characteristics of having borderline personality disorder. So, as I look at YouTube and some of like really big platforms, YouTubers, I've identified a few people who may be borderline, and it's based on their behavior, and really it's based on their content. I've already talked about one person already on my platform. There, she is not the only one with this. Although borderline personality disorder, when we look at all the mental health disorders, borderline personality disorder is rare. I would say it's rare. It's not common. Usually, in order for someone to be diagnosed with borderline personality, they have to show a pattern of instability in relationships. So they oftentimes will destroy relationships in their life, with their sister, with their brother, with their mother, cousin, friend. They will have these relationships, destroy these relationships. Oftentimes, um, just because they get upset over things that are what would most people would consider something small, they may blow up over it. And it has a lot to do with their own insecurities and their own inability to put feelings onto action. Like most people may be upset about something, they get over it, they may not get over it right away. Um, People with borderline are very impulsive. So you may see them make decisions that that they really didn't think about. They may make a move. Um, Borderlines oftentimes kind of move around apartment to apartment, house to house, state to state, city to city, oftentimes because they've left relationship issues, or they got into fights with neighbors, friends, family, so they kind of pick up and go and start all over again. They have a love-hate relationship for people. They love you today, they hate you tomorrow. You're their best friend today, you're their enemy in 2 hours. This is common characteristics. Um, they oftentimes blame others, right? And I say YouTube is a good breeding ground or platform for somebody with borderline because they can express all of those thoughts and feelings into the camera and really don't get a lot of real feedback from people that will say that didn't happen, that's not true, this is the way I heard it, and really kind of put boundaries around their thinking, in which they don't like that. Um, they oftentimes don't see the inappropriateness in their behaviors. They don't see it. So if they're dating multiple men or having sex with multiple men and putting themselves in dangerous situations, that they don't have the sense that this is probably not a good idea. This doesn't make sense. They're very impulsive, so they don't see that. So oftentimes with people with borderline personality, we see all these common variables. And is there treatment? Is there um, it's no cure, we don't have a cure for any mental illness, but is there treatment available to people with um, borderline personality? There is treatment. And I think I said in another video, the problem is they don't stick with treatment because oftentimes, remember, they have an issue with relationships. So you have a relationship, a therapeutic relationship with a therapist, and at the core of who they are, they don't get along with people. So they're not going to get along with most therapists. And so then that division happens, and they kind of hop around from therapist to therapist. So yes, there's treatment. There's people and professionals out there willing to ride it out with someone with borderline, and really you got to have a tough skin, I think, to work with someone with borderline, and you can't take what they say and do personally, because they're going to tell you in most cases that you're the worst therapist they have ever met. And you got to be able to understand that a lot of that is coming from their own insecurities of their disorder. So she's going to be our representative for borderline personality disorder. So whenever you see her, I'm about to talk about borderline personality disorder because you guys are asking me about it. But if you want to know more, there are so many videos on YouTube. Dr. Tracy Marks has a good video. YouTube channel Made of Millions, Katie Morton. They're just some of the videos and doctors, psychologists, and therapists who have videos about borderline personality disorder. So please go and check them out. Also, if you want more information about this disorder, or you're concerned that someone in your family may have this disorder. So that's it. That's all. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, who do you want me to bring in my office next to diagnose or give some treatment advice to? Thank you.